What's up, Facebook Live? Joe coming to you live here from Matthews County, Virginia, flip house number 2. Just knocked off the well pump and did a little painting on the front. Now we're heading over to connect an antenna up for my neighbor. I'll give you guys a quick little lesson here. Let this populate a little bit. As you can see, I got my red shirt on today. That is our vet homes building veteran houses for veterans. So we have veterans building veteran houses for veterans who are, in my opinion, the world's greatest givers. So that's what we're doing down here in Virginia. I'm looking at several properties right now for that avenue, fix and flips. This game is super easy for me. I'm going to teach you guys how super simple this is to take 10 grand and turn it into 40 grand for those that are willing to learn, those that are willing to do the work. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is something that you got to put the effort in order to get your return. It's called return on investment, return on impact, return on energy. This is how you get things done. So right over here, let me show you what we got going on here. Is our captive air tank. Hooked up the brand new well line right here. We got the well pipeline insulated. Got to make sure it doesn't freeze and break. Over here, as you can see, our pressure gauge holding nicely. 45 PSI. It's been like that for a good 35 minutes. Over here we have our valve. I saw a little drip on that one. Tighten that back up. That's our little valve there for draining this thing, but I'm going to hook up my power washer to that. And this guy right here is a captive air tank. This thing right here is going to go ahead. Is that blurry? How's that? Yeah, that's better. So that's a captive air tank. And so right about here, halfway up, there's a bladder. And that bladder is out of rubber, and that thing pressurizes, it raises up, and it becomes it's 28 PSI, and that water pressure gets pushed down by that rubber bladder, so you're not always running, which we just got done hooking up here. There's our well pump right there. You don't want that thing running all the time, because what happens when you run the well pump all the time, it gets burnt out and they got to buy a new one, and those things are expensive. Those of you guys in the Northeast that have those deep wells, you have those inline jet pumps, those things are super expensive, like $1,000 a piece. I think these are between $300 and $500 a piece. So I'm just finishing up that thing over here with the well pump. Over here, let me show you in the front of the house. It's got some sage green today. All this is going to get power washed and painted the sage green. Over here, we just put it on about an hour's time. I painted this thing right here sage green. We're going to put some black shutters around those windows, paint those windows white. It's going to look super clean and nice and sellable. So check it out. That is sage green. We're going to keep it on going on this side over here. So that took me all of 1 hour. And here's what you want to use on the cinder block style painting: masonry, stucco, and brick paint. So you can paint all three of those things. There's our color. Sand it first and then paint it. And there's our color, the sage green. It's going to look really nice here when we're all finished. So that is today's tip of the day. Well pump 101, cinder block painting, stucco, masonry brick painting. That is how you get the right material for the job. You get the right tools for the job. And when it's all said and done, the job will be done correctly. And that's what it takes to get things done properly. As you can see our nice new windows here. Check these out. What's up, Eric Vernon? We're banging this thing out, brother. As you can see, we don't play. Look at those nice new windows. Nice new windows on this side over here. We got our dusted dawn light up there, so all this right here is going to get all power washed and cleaned up. As you can see, it's another beautiful day here in Virginia. We're in this gorgeous area out here of the woods. It's about 3 minutes from downtown. And I absolutely love the peace and quiet. So all that fascia board is going to get redone. We're going to pop some gutters on here, and there is our Wi-Fi right there for all you guys that never seen Wi-Fi before. Right there, that antenna, that's Wi-Fi. That's the free version, and that's where I'm going right now to take care of my neighbors. So Kathy, when you watch this, I am on my way. We'll get you connected up with some free television. Plumbing 101 recap. This is a captive air tank. Put a T on there with your pressure gauge so you know what's going on in that bad boy. Eventually I'm going to cut this off and run that into the house, into the main lines of the house. And when you bury your well pipelines, I always put insulation around my well pipelines. You don't want your well pipelines freezing, and God forbid if it's super cold out there, just trickle your faucets. It's better to have the things not freeze and break than to have your well pump running a little bit over the winter months. So I hope you guys learned something today. Keep showing up. They have not seen nothing yet. When it's all said and done, together we'll rise as one.